Okay, hopefully this is working now. Hey there, O'Neill. I'm just waiting to see if this is all working. Can you hear me? Is the sound working now? I had to turn the other one off and turn it back on. You can hear me now. Okay, sound's all working now. Okay, so O'Neill, I see that you've just made a payment. I'm assuming that was for a detailed reading or 2 minis. Let me know what that is. Nina, put a pause or a stop on the readings. I've got Alyssa's 2 readings to do first, and then I have to do a reading for O'Neill. So O'Neill, was that payment for 2 minis or for 1 detailed reading? I just need to write it down here. A detailed reading. Okay, no problem. All right, so that pretty much will be it, Nina, because I've got your 2 readings, 1 paid one and 1 for helping me. Yeah, I've got your 2 number readings to do that you wanted. And, okay, so we're going to do Alyssa's 2 readings. Now, we'll get a timestamp in the comments for Alyssa. So Alyssa's got a general reading, and then her second reading is Fernando's current feelings for her. So I don't know if you want to write that down, that we're doing 2 detailed readings for Alyssa first. She actually paid yesterday or the day before, but I didn't get on live yesterday. We were supposed to go to the club, and all of a sudden my husband didn't want to go to the club. 1 minute we're going, and then we're not going. So I wasn't even sure if we're coming here today. So let's get on with it. Timer. Okay, so Alyssa's first reading is just a general messages for Alyssa. Then we have a detailed reading about Fernando's current feelings. And then after that, we're moving on to O'Neill. O'Neill, when I get onto the next reading, please give Nina your question so she can put it on the screen. Okay, Alyssa, here we go. So your timing of your reading is, let's put 2 minutes and 30 seconds for her reading to start. 2 minutes 30 is where we're starting for her. I'll just restart the clock. There we go. So this is for Nina. Here we go. Alyssa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like we got the trolls online straight away. Hello to all the trolls out there. Got nothing better to do than come to my channel and create havoc. Where you must have a very small world that you live in. Alrighty. Alyssa. Okay, we've got new friendships through business. So I don't know what kind of work you're in. I don't think we've ever looked at your career path. There is a contract ending and a new contract beginning. So it's almost like you're going into either a new position where you're currently working, or you're getting a totally new job, because I'm seeing a conclusion of something. If you're working in government, it could be that there's being an overhaul done and they're changing who works there, who's getting new jobs or whatever. So yeah, we've got new friendships beginning here. This is new work, new responsibilities, money increasing. So this is really good news. We've also got something to do with a family connection, somebody possibly going to nursing home or hospital, something like that. It's a female. It's sort of like a sad time, but it's a good time at the same time. So it's like, let's say that your auntie can't live at her current, in her current circumstances anymore, and she needs to go into care or get a nurse to live there or something like that. So there's something like that going on in the family, but also within business. If you do work in a hospital or a medical setting or a government setting, there's a big change coming. There's some new rules coming into place here. This is a contract ending, something to do with the government or laws or rules. And then there's a new beginning on the horizon for you, Alyssa. There's new things coming in. Alyssa, this is your reading right now. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing there at the moment. Let's keep going. Sorry about the trolls. How many trolls have we had so far, Nina? 3? 3 trolls on the channel creating havoc. I've got a good moderator, so don't waste your time, guys. If you're planning on getting on the channel creating havoc, just don't waste your time. Generally speaking, we do have something either to do with a health issue going on around a female member of the family. There's some new change, some new plan coming in regards to that. In regards to work, the only other way I could look at this is a hell of a lot of work, but the money's not there. So the challenges in the next weeks going into April, it's showing me that you're struggling with money. Let's say your rent is going up. You know, you might be used to paying $500 a week and it's going to $700 a week. So it's sort of like the money that you're earning is okay, but the bills are going up, so the money's not matching up at the moment. There is good news coming in through a friend or something from your past. So if you, I don't know how old you are, Alyssa, we've never sort of really talked about that either. Let's say you're 40, and when you were 20, you used to work in a restaurant. There's something from your past where you used to work coming forward of an opportunity to do something like that again. Again, with this, something to do with a health issue around somebody in the family. I'm not sure if it's you, actually, that you got some sort of up and down health issue going on. If it is you, it's something to do with a hereditary issue that needs to be looked at. There is other options out there to treat this disorder, this problem, whatever it may be. Please don't try and self-medicate. Go to the doctor, get the correct testing done, or whoever it is, make sure that there's not self-medication going on, or I'll just eat more healthy, that'll fix the problem. Yeah, healthy eating, exercise is a good plan, but as long as you've gone to the doctor and made sure that you've had everything checked. Your outcome coming up in general messages, there is a bit of a disagreement coming up between you, a female, and a male. Now, it could be you and another female discussing a child or a brother, okay, someone younger. So there's some kind of disagreement going on about where they should go to school or what medication they should take, who they should live with, all of this sort of thing. I see tensions going on around that. If we look at the whole reading to do with where you work, what are you saying there? Your cough was really horrible. I think I have the flu or something. Okay, it might be something that needs to be looked at. Don't just go and get some cough syrup and I mean, gargle with salt water, yes. Take paracetamol or ibuprofen to get fever down or aches and pains, but please go and see at the hospital a doctor, a nurse or somebody. Just have a test or whatever to look at that. Don't let it get out of control. Okay, now looking at your whole reading to do with work, I do see some kind of tension around work. I see tensions around money, things increasing in price, but your pay not matching, all of that. I do see that there's somebody reaching out to you from the past. This could be a family member or a friend. It could be somebody from college. It could be somebody that you used to work with years ago. There is some kind of offer there. There's a lot of planning needs to happen. Don't believe gossip at this time in regards to work. If someone says, oh my God, this person got fired, you're going to get fired next, go to the boss, find out what's going on. Don't believe gossip at this time, you're being told. There is a contract being ripped up, something being changed, and a new thing coming in. Bottom of the deck, we have... I wouldn't be too concerned where work's concerned. You've got something new on the horizon here that's going to make you very, very happy, and it's something you like doing. So a lot of us work in jobs that we don't really like. For nearly 30 years, I worked in accounts, bookkeeping and accounts. The pay didn't match what I was doing, and I literally hated doing it. I was good at doing it, but I love doing this. This is what I like doing. This is better pay. When I'm doing private readings, this is much better pay than doing account work. But yeah, it looks like you're going out of something that you have to do because you need the money, and you're going to get an opportunity to do something that makes you feel good, that where you fit, okay? All right. Have we got another troll in the room? Nina, I'm pretty sure I gave you like managing rights on my channel. Alyssa, I can give you that. If you're hanging around, I'll give that to you as well. Yeah, it looks like an exciting future. Let's just finish off now with the first reading. Alyssa, I'm curious as to what you paid me, because it's showing me that you paid me about 22 American dollars instead of 24. If you did pay me 24, they must have taken a $2 payment off me. You are hanging around. After I finish this reading, I will check that you've got managing rights over my channel to block people off the channel if they're creating havoc. Okay. To help Nina out. I think Crystal might be busy at the moment because she normally gets on the channel, or it's early for her at the moment. She had a tornado hit her area, so I'm pretty sure she's got a lot of things to do at the moment. Lisa, just to finish off, again, we're coming up with some kind of health issue within the family around a female, so please make sure that you get things checked out. I am being shown around the bowel, the bladder, the uterus, the ovaries, anything to do with what you eat, all the way down the esophagus, the stomach, the pancreas, the liver, the kidneys, all of those areas, not the heart and not the lungs. Nothing to do with the head and nothing to do with the heart and the lungs, okay? This is more to do with the digestive tract and all the major organs, not the heart and the lungs though, or the brain, okay? So there is something coming up. Don't despair. There is an option that is far better suited for the problem. Now, in regards to an older member of the family, again, a female member, there is something hereditary there that you need to keep your eye on. Okay, in regards to work, I'm being shown disappointment followed by opportunity. So there is stress and disappointment, and then there's an opportunity. And you're like, oh my God, if that didn't happen, I would never have known about this. So there's something exciting coming in that's going to totally step over all the damage or the problems that's been happening. There is an argument coming up. I'm being shown an argument again. It's something to do with a young person. It could be their schooling. It could be some sort of opportunity. Let's say that you've got children and you're divorced, and there's some kind of problem going on around where the children are going to go to school. You can see a really good opportunity for this child. The other person's not willing to put the money in. So there is some argument coming up. In regards to jobs, we got an argument and a stressful situation with the Five of Wands, followed by an opportunity to go and then a new beginning on the horizon. Okay, so that's what we get for your first reading. I'm just going to check whether you've got rights over the channel. Remove as moderator. Okay, I've removed you as moderator. Now I'm going to make you not a standard one. Add as moderator. You are now a managing moderator like Nina. I know you don't get on as much as Nina, but it always helps if I have more than one that can, you know, if they see a problem happening, they can do it. What is it? Your 2-year-old daughter has been having constipation. Okay, don't muck around with that. I did have a member in the family, and all it was the child needed to drink water. Not juice, not milk, water. You need to make the child drink water. And another thing that children can have is aniseed seeds, and you put them in boiling water and you let them sit, and then put a teaspoon of that water, that tea, into just normal water. You can put a little bit of sugar or honey to make it sweet, and get them to drink that, especially at night. And anytime she eats something, if you give her, like, I don't know if she still has a bottle, but if she's still got a bottle, you can put a teaspoon of the aniseed tea into the bottle of water with a little bit of sweetener or something. If she's only 2, I wouldn't be giving sugar. And chamomile as well. So you get a chamomile and you get a teaspoon of aniseed seeds. You put it into a cup and you make tea out of it. Strain it off. You can put that whole cup of that into the fridge to keep it, good. And then you put it into a bottle of water, and every time she eats something, breakfast, lunch, dinner, she drinks this water with this tiny bit of aniseed. The water will help her with the toilet. The aniseed will also help her. If you notice that she goes from constipation to too much toilet, there's too much aniseed and she doesn't need it anymore. Okay? It's a natural, healthy thing. Look it up before you take it from me. Ask your doctor as well. But just confirm, because she's only 2. I know that chamomile is safe, and it also helps relax the system, the digestive system. If you look at Chinese people, after every meal, first thing in the morning and first thing before bed, what do? They have hot water, or they have jasmine tea or chamomile tea. Egyptian countries have the aniseed. Egyptian, Iranians, Iraqis, all of that sort of culture. That's where I got the idea from. I had a doctor who was from that culture, and they told me, the doctor was Egyptian. They told me whenever the children have that, just to get aniseed seeds and make tea. It's also good for all the ladies out there with the monthly issues. It helps with bloating and cramping. The aniseed seeds. All you got to do is 1 teaspoon, sit it in the boiling water and sip it, cup of tea, and it tastes like licorice. Okay? Anyway, let's get on to your second reading, Alyssa, and then after that we will have O'Neill with a detailed reading. I haven't got the question yet. Not anise seed. Anise seed looks like a star. Aniseed seeds. They look like little tiny seeds, and I don't know how to describe it, kind of like really small wheat seeds or something. And you buy them in the fruit and vegetable shop in a plastic packet out here for $2. And they sell it with pepper, turmeric, paprika, all of the herbs and spices hanging up on the rack in the fruit and vegetable shop. You'll see right at the beginning, anise star and aniseed, ANISEED, aniseed seeds, okay? What's that you're doing there? $6 from Alyssa, what's that? Oh, okay. No, you didn't have to do that. But anyway, thank you for that, Alyssa. Okay, let's get on to your second reading. Your second reading you wanted to know about. Welcome to the room, Elizabeth. Welcome to the room. Okay, so we won't be doing any more readings after these next 2 readings, guys. I wasn't even going to come online today, but I had these readings to get done. I've got other things I've got to do when I turn this off, and then I'm going to be going home. So... all right, up next now we have Fernando. I always go to sing the song when I hear that, that name. Alyssa wants to know about Fernando and the feelings. I wouldn't say that I'm really pretty, Elizabeth, but thank you anyway. I'm an old lady now. Pretty, maybe when I was a young girl, yeah. Very old lady. 60 years old this year, guys. Couple of months, 60 years old. Old bag. Alyssa, Fernando's feelings for Alyssa. Oh, Elizabeth must have said something wrong after that, eh? I don't mind compliments, but if people come on the channel and they're being nasty or just trolling the channel, that's what I don't like. Can't believe, how many is that now, Nina? How many trolls this morning since I've turned this thing on? I've only been on live, what, 20 minutes, and we've already had 4 trolls, is it? It's probably the same person coming in on different accounts. All right. Fernando's feelings. There's crossed feelings here. He wants and he doesn't want. Bottom of the deck, we do have him as the loving, caring partner. Okay? Up the top here, we have friendship, doing the right thing. We do have 3, 4, 6 instead of 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 would be somebody that wants to get married, have children, live a life together, go to work, come home, share the bills, buy the groceries. This is a 3 in the middle. So this is part of what you want, and then just friendship, sex, fun, friendship. We have a not real sure. That's why I said we got crossed energies here. This is wanting to make a plan. This is not following through on the plan. We do have a lot of love and invitations here to go out to dinner, hang out with each other, have some fun with each other. We do also have future plans. Let's do this. Let's get together. Let's make a plan. Sitting in the problem area with Fernando, we have this upside down heart here. This is somebody that, without even realizing it, they break your heart. They disappoint you. They make you feel sad. They make you frustrated with the energy. We have irresponsibility here, somebody that's just not taking care of the responsibilities that they need to. We do have a soulmate wanting to make plans, wanting to have a future, but I just don't feel like anything comes of it. We also have another 10 here. This is somebody that's working hard on their future. It's like a promise of, once I have the money, once I have that house, once I have that car, once. When I eventually have this, I'll be able to give you that. But right now I can't. So it's all this future dreaming of what you're going to have, but not actually doing anything about it. Moving forward, we have someone from the past coming in. Now, this is a reading about how he feels right now. So he may have somebody else that's from his past that's trying to communicate with him right now. We also have this upside down ace, which is a plan that just doesn't happen. We also have no responsibilities here. Now, you had 3 aces come out in this. This is like a year of the same sort of thing happening. This can be where he's not talking, not answering messages, or you're just shutting him out for now. It's sort of like it's going to go on for a year like this, where he talks the talk. He's quite happy to go along and have a friendship, go out to dinner, go watch a movie, hang out together. But then with the other parts of what you want from him or with him, it's just not happening the way you thought. The outcome at the moment with the 2 of you, he's looking at just, it's all too much trouble. It's all too hard. I can't do what you want right now. He is discussing terms with some other man about a business deal. This is somebody that's focused on hard work and efforts for a future that they want for themselves. What I don't like is you're on the outside of this discussion. You're here, you're in the background, but this person, he's not discussing with you what he wants. He also feels that he knows that it's not going to be hard for you to get somebody else to take that spot. Oh, hey, Chris must be online. Chris, I didn't see you there. Chris has made a payment. I was finishing off. Chris, I'm going to do yours in a recording when I'm finished. I've got 2 other things I've got to do when I turn this off. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, Alyssa, Fernando, and feelings. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here, I seem to recall that you decided to just be friends with Fernando for now because he can't give you a life together, if I'm correct. he's having discussions. He's saying, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. The problem he has is he's got too much feeling involved and he's got too much attraction involved that if he did just get together to watch a movie, he's going to want more. But he's not going to give you a ring on the finger, stability, and a life together. He wants to have fun. He wants to enjoy. He wants to, yes, be your friend, but not take you to the next side. And he also knows that you can get it elsewhere if you really, really want that. It looks like promises and disappointments following. So let's see what we get. Alyssa and Fernando's feelings. Did I set the clock? Yes, I did. I'm going like that because of the outcome here with Fernando. The last card is the Empress. He desires you. He wants you. You wanted to know what his feelings are. You're the Empress to him. Okay? The good news about all of that, there's no other female in this reading. There's just you. So it's not like he's putting it out there to other women. Okay? The problems we have is just putting out on the side, not letting him in, or you're not letting him in, or he's not letting you in. Okay? He's got work here. The King of Swords is not what you're wanting when you're looking at feelings and love and relationships. King of Swords is got ideas and wants to do things, wants to take action, but this is sort of like being put on the side, and then we've got it doesn't work. Like we've got a Death card here, bringing something to a conclusion, ending something, but it doesn't end. Then we turn into the King of Wands. Now, I feel because you've got King of Swords and King of Wands, you had King of Spades and King of Clubs, the two same kings. He knows that he's there on the sideline. He wonders who this is. There's somebody else here in the picture. We also have another king upside down. This is the long-term king you're looking for. He can't be that right now. He wants to be that, but he can't. Or he's choosing not to be. He knows that you could have somebody else if you wanted, but he keeps you there. He keeps you there, okay? We've got this patience and taking time. Now, I just let other people coming into the room know there is a plan to go to the club tomorrow. I don't normally go to the club on Saturdays. I'm not sure how busy the club will be. It won't be this club, it will be the other club. I do have an area where I can go. If the weather's not good, I should have the area to myself. So if I do, I'll take my stuff with me. So if you've missed out today, I should be getting online more again starting next week. So I might be online tomorrow or next week if you miss out today, okay? Because I've just seen Rocky come into the room. Yeah, and I don't want to be taking money and doing recordings. I just don't want to be doing that, okay? All right, and I don't normally work on the weekends either. But if we are going to the club as planned tomorrow, I will take my things with me. And if I can, I will get on live to do some readings, but it won't be many, okay? Your outcome with Fernando and his feelings, the reason I was going is the Tower and the Nine of Wands. He's keeping a wall up. He doesn't want to have a disaster. He doesn't want to have World War III on his hands with you. He doesn't want to promise anything because he just feels like it will fall apart. He doesn't trust himself to be able to do things, okay? That's what I'm feeling with all of that. How he feels about you, you're his Empress, okay? Bottom of the deck, we had can't make a decision, very tempted to do this and that, wants reconciliation. So his feelings, if you're worrying about love or whatever, there's no other female in the picture. There's only you. I just don't feel he can be that man that you're expecting out of him, like what you're wanting out of him. Not right now. Okay, thank you, Alyssa. O'Neill, what have we got for O'Neill up next? May I have an in-depth reading for my current Oh, career, finance, and love. Okay, so general reading. Career, finance, and love. Okay, no problem. Here we go. Crystal, if you're there, I'm assuming you're there. You made a payment. Crystal, what was your reading going to be on? And are we doing it live, or did you want it a private recording? Okay, Anil. Career, finance, love. I'm going to do 3 sections for you because you're asking for 3 sections. So 1, career, finance, love. 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 Okay, so starting with career. The career is showing you hard at work. You're looking at all your options. You're making communication happen, making plans. You're not turning around and seeing what else is there. There is something here on offer. There is some friend or relative or some connection that you have within business. They have something to offer. Possible promotion, possible total new job, new contracts, movement in a different direction. You're busy looking at the work you're doing. There is another option sitting there. It's got something to do with a female. And I think I've had that come up for you before about work and a female. So if you've got some family member or friend, close friend, female, have a talk about business and see if there's something on offer somewhere else. I can't remember what it is you do for work. Starting off the reading, we're going to do it this way. Your challenges are responsibilities and making the changes happen that you want. This is someone that feels stuck where they are right now. There's a lot of fear going on with your job. If you're working in a government job and you're in America, I can understand where you're coming from with the stuff we're seeing on the news over here, what's been going on. It looks like there's fear of massive change coming in. I wouldn't be too concerned about it because you have 2 queens and a king and the 10 of diamonds sitting in your career path. This is like winning the lottery in work. So something that you're fearing is actually going to turn around for the better here. There is a lot of female in this reading on career. So for some reason, your career path and your financial future is dependent upon something to do with a female atmosphere. This could be a female in charge of the department. It could be a place where you would work where you notice there's a lot of females working there, or a lot of female. Let's say you worked at in the bus company, transport company, right? And you're a bus driver. You would notice that your shifts, that the major people that get on your bus are women and children, okay? So it's sort of something dominated by women for some reason. There's also something to do with medical going on. So I don't know if it's a job in a hospital, a job where you're working with families and children. But yeah, it's looking pretty damn good. There is a lot of stress leading up to it, and then there's some kind of payout. You may be having an opportunity to move or buy something like a house, a car, something like that. All right, so that's that part. What was it? Career, finance. What was it? The 3. I know this is love over here. What was the 3? Career, finance. So this is finance in the middle. Okay, financially you feel like you're running out of options here. This is some surprise that you don't like that comes in. It might be a notification, an email, a phone call. There's something to do with other things going on. You've got fear about the stability of your job, your work, of where things might be going in the future. There is a new option there on the table, but it might be where You know that you can get this particular job, but it's not available until May. There's a hold off, there's a standoff, so to speak. You're looking at options of where to invest any money that you have. Should you leave it in shares? Should you invest in property? Should you sell your car and put the money in a bank loan or whatever? So I feel that you're getting a little bit out of balance with what you need to do financially. There is an opportunity for something new and growth here. We have triple jacks, which is really, really good in regards to opportunities and new beginnings. There is something to do with finance in a different country. So different currency, or working and moving to a different country, or putting your money in an offshore account, or whatever it is. You do have a payout of some kind coming. Unfortunately, you've got a black 8 sitting next to it, and usually this would mean that if you got $9,000 in your hand today, you have $8,000 worth of bills that you've got to sort out. You've still got $1,000 left, but you've still got a lot of stuff that has to be sorted with the monies that's there. There is something to do with your past here that can help you financially. This could be people that are investing in something. Something in May is coming up around your financial situation, which is going to turn around for the better. Okay. Now, I am not a financial advisor, so please, if you do have financial difficulty or you're looking to invest in something, please go to the correct person to get that information. And this goes for health and well-being and all other things that people might be asking me today. This is entertainment purposes only. Don't take this as gospel. Now, on the love horizon, O'Neill, what the hell is going on? This is a relationship that is done, dead, forget about it. It just does not work. Any surprises coming from whoever this is, it's not showing me male, female, who it is. Any surprises in this relationship are not ones you're going to want. I do feel that maybe a relationship that you thought was over, that person may be trying to get back into the picture, or you yourself are trying to get them back on board with you. I just feel like this is a no-end street. This just doesn't work. Now, I'm just trying to work out which way these cards were sitting. Okay, like that. All right, so we have a new opportunity in regards to love. This is someone who's committed as you are and wants to make plans with you. We have someone, a third party on either side. I don't know if it's your side or theirs. There's a third party interfering. Now, sometimes this third party isn't an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Sometimes a third party can be a child, or it can be a parent, okay, or a brother or sister interfering in the relationship with this person and making plans with this person. Your outcome is a lot of stress and gossip, followed by feeling like you're in the right place at the right time. So there is a sort of a good outcome there for you. Now the bell is going, so let's just quickly do top and bottom for the 3 sections. Because I divide it into 3 sections, it's sort of gone a bit longer than usual. So this is career, finance, love. 1 card from the top and 1 card from the bottom for each. Career, finance, love. Career, finance, love. Your love cards are sitting on the career side. Your career cards are sitting here, so I'm going to read them that way. But first up, career, you've got something that will really connect with you and you'll be dedicated to it. So it looks like it's turning around for the better. Finance, you don't want to be foolish at this time. You want to take your time with things, but you don't want to take too long as well. So you've got to work out what's the right move here. You don't want to make the wrong decisions here. Once you've moved up, you're going up in financial situation here. This is something that's going to be there for the long term. Because the Knight of Cups is about a relationship going up higher, going to something more solid, more together. So if we're looking at that as finance, because it is in the middle, so either way, whether this is on the wrong side here, this is in the middle. This is telling me that you're going to make a secure decision about something to take it to the next level financially. Okay, so that might be borrowing more money, paying out more money, dividing up more money, sending things offshore to something bigger, all of that sort of thing. So over here, if we read this as love, we've got the player card and wishes coming true. Okay, that's all we got here. If we look at this as to do with work and career, this is a new opportunity, possibly with travel involved, moving to a different country, different community, and your wishes finally coming true and focusing on what it is you want. Okay, but I feel that this was love and this was career. If this is love, this is finding like a soulmate connection and taking it to the next level eventually. Okay, and I don't see any interference there. Anyway, thank you, O'Neill. Lastly, we have Chris. Oh, you're listening with your AirPods. Okay. At a comedy show right now with my cousin Crystal, Larry is working the show as the police. May I know what his actions will be afterwards? He knows we are here. Ooh. That's interesting. I didn't know he did that. Out here, we don't have police at shows and that. Only the big festivals and that. Chris, big festivals, especially anything underage or young people, they have loads of security surrounding the place and inside, and police are stationed at all places. But when you go to a comedy show or just a general thing, the police might do a bit of a drive-by and that, but generally speaking in Australia, we have security guards at those kind of functions. Anyway, that's interesting. It's different. Remember I said something in a reading about that you would go somewhere with a friend or a family member or something and he will be there? Remember I said that? And I said, that's how you two are you're going to end up communicating or something because you're going to be somewhere in the same place. Maybe this is it. So let's see. This is the last reading today, guys, and we're all finished. No worries, O'Neill. You're welcome. Good luck with it all. Crystal is currently at a show with her cousin Crystal. The two Crystals together at a show. Larry's working that show as police at the show. How will things go? What's Larry's plan with Chris? Is there going to be communication? I'm not going to nominate any cards to mean anything. I just want to see what's he going to do in regards to Chris being there when the show finishes. Has he got a plan, what he wants to do? He's probably wondering what your cousin thinks about him and knows that your cousin would know everything. I'm assuming he's probably met your cousin before. The first thing I'm picking up is that he's relieved that you're there with your female cousin and not sitting there with a man. I mean, it could be a male cousin that you were sitting there with, and then he probably would have been worried, especially if he didn't know the person. Okay, up the top, it's looking like he's thinking about doing what's right. He is a little bit concerned about doing the wrong thing here. The black 4 would be, should I do this? Shouldn't I do that? So he is thinking. He's trying to work out what's the right plan of attack. He's feeling a lot of emotions here with this 10 of Hearts. He knows that you're out having a good time, so he doesn't want to bring the situation down. He doesn't want to ruin anything. He is feeling a bit of heartbreak here with the upside down Ace of Hearts. He's feeling a lot of emotions, basically. This is showing a lot of emotions going on at the moment. He is making a plan. He wants to surprise you with his plans for something next, okay? He may actually be finishing work at the end of the show, or he may want to make a plan for, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, would you like to meet me and we'll go for a coffee or lunch, or after the show, would you like to come and sit down? So this is definitely somebody who wants to surprise you in a good way. Why? For the Two of Hearts. Two of Hearts, beautiful what I'm seeing up the top here. Only one card where he does have a bit of fear, and this being upside down, he's worried about being possibly rejected. You saying, look, you know, I'm out with my cousin having a good time. I don't want to talk about that right now. But he's got good intentions. Good intentions are there. His fears or problems at the moment with everything is the fact that your cousin is there. It's not just you sitting there by yourself. So he's a little bit concerned that, you know, what's your cousin going to say to him? Is she going to tell him off? Is she going to shout at him? So he does have a little bit of concern about what your cousin might have to say. He's also doubting what he should do. The Ace of Spades is upside down. Ace of Spades upright would be, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. This is somebody that's doubting what they want or what they want to do. He's trying to be Mr. Wonderful, King of Diamonds, keeping at his job. He wants to take things slow. He doesn't want to let you know that he's feeling all of this and all of this. He doesn't want to let that out. He's trying to say, just do one thing at a time, Larry. Don't be surprised if he doesn't do much at all. This is someone thinking, I'm just not going to say anything. I'm going to remain quiet. I don't know what's the right thing to do here. This is irresponsibility. Would it be right? Would it be wrong? Moving forward, what he might do, he's concerned about the timing of it. There's a lot of people there. It's a comedy show. Everybody's enjoying themselves, laughing. He is quite concerned about the people that are there. He doesn't want to get emotional in front of people. He's working. He doesn't want to get emotional in front of other people. He doesn't want to upset you. He does want to talk to you. He does want to talk about your relationship. This is really good energy, Chris. He's thinking, he needs to realise, I'm assuming that you and your cousin would have a nice talk, or your cousin would say, look, I'll leave you in his hands if that's what he wants to happen. Hang on a sec. Hopefully the sound hasn't gone off with me moving like that. The cards just dropped on the floor. I think these cards dropped on the floor because you're not meant to have these cards. We got the irresponsibility card. We got the Four of Diamonds. We got you sitting there with the Four of Diamonds. The outcome is showing that nothing much sort of, it's like all of this big plans going on in his head, going on in your head. And then the outcome is just showing possible tension around, you know, what happened with the divorce. Well, didn't happen. And then we've got this, what is the right thing to do? Let's just see what we got with the tarots. Out of all of those cards just then, what did we have? We had 15 plus the 7 at the top, 22 cards. Bottom of the deck, we have, yeah, there's concern around the cousin being there, about pushing buttons or something like that. I don't know if your cousin would say, you shouldn't have done this, or, you know, or he thinks that she might do that. There is a bit of concern because you're there with her. The outcome cards were literally showing you feeling like this is the right step, but we're looking at what he wants to do. And at first it looks like he wants to surprise you. He wants to talk to you. He's surprised that you're there. But he has got concerns that you're there with your cousin. He's probably thinking your cousin's going to beat him up or something for what he's put you through. Anyway, let's see what else we get, just to finish off. Larry. Wow, I hope that he follows through on what I'm seeing here. You've got one negative card, Seven of Wands, sitting in the challenge area. That's him trying to not let it out. You've got the Star, the Sun. He wants to talk. He's got ideas. He wants to make wishes come true. He's got the Lover's card. Got following through, making a firm plan. He wants balance and justice here. He wants to invite you. Like I said before, he might want to say, I don't finish till whenever. Would you like to meet me over at the blah, blah, blah? So I do feel he might be inviting you somewhere. He wants to show he's in control of what's going on, and he wants to take you on a journey. So the tarots are showing me he's a little bit hesitant, a little bit resistant. I feel it's because of where he's at, and depending on what time he finishes work. Does he finish work when the show finishes, or has he got to go do something else from there? I do feel he might want to either invite you to sit down and talk at a later date or after the show. Bottom of the deck, we've just got him. And then we've got this Five of Pentacles, feeling left out of things. And then there's putting a wall up kind of thing. So he's got mixed energy, Crystal, but most of the energy is really good. There's a lot of love going on there. There's a lot of emotion going on there. There's a want to invite you. So I hope it all works out for you. I'm glad that he's there. I'm sending good vibes over there. The other night, when I told you about how I focus and I send like pink balls or whatever, I was doing intention meditation and sending vibes to you, your team, and his spirit team to bring this thing together to see, does it work or doesn't it work? You know, can you start? Can you get this thing working? So the cards were looking more towards he's going to invite you after the show or for the next day, or make a plan. He is worried that you're going to say, go away, or your cousin's going to say something. So he does have fear around the fact that you've got a support person there with you. I wish you all the best. I hope it works out for you. And I hope he invites you for a drink or makes a plan to see you tomorrow or something like that. But it does look good. The funny thing is, this is the same cousin who was with me the day I was wondering about that, because I remember you said you were out on your birthday and she loves him. Okay. Yeah, so he'd be concerned because he knows that she would know everything that's happened between you, and he might be concerned that she will rouse on him, you know, and say, how dare you, you know, you did this and that. But enjoy the show. And if he doesn't approach you, I suggest that you approach him and say, hey, were you going to just walk off and not talk to me? You know? But if he doesn't approach you, Chris, I feel he will. But if he doesn't approach you because he's working, I would wait till everybody's left so he has no excuse, so he can talk to you. But if he doesn't approach you, please, with your cousin, or even get your cousin to say, are you going to go and talk to my cousin or what? You two love each other. Go and talk to each other. Talk to each other. Sort this thing out. If I was there with you, I would get off out of my seat and I would go over there and say, you better talk to my cousin at the end of this or you're going to have hell to pay, buddy. Yeah, so good luck with it all. Thank you to everybody that donated today. I need to get offline now. Nina, I'm going to do a recording of the number thing that I promised you, And guys, like I said, I am going to the club tomorrow if the plan goes ahead. I will take my stuff with me. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to get online because it is a weekend. It is a holiday area where I live. So I might not be able to. But if I can, I'll go live, and I'll only be on for a short while because it is the weekend and I don't normally read. Anyway, take care. Good luck. Chris, I send that to you and your cousin. Have a great time. Hopefully it all works out for you. Nina, I'm going to record your thing right now. Okay, I still haven't done Nina's reading that you paid for last week, Chris. I'm finally going to do it now. She wanted a numerology reading. So, all right. Take care and bye for now, everyone.